Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Raha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. It's the brother Isaiah with the Pittsburgh TMS camp, coming at you with another lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Raha Kodash. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. I wanted to go into this lesson real quick. I'm just going to play this quick clip. I'm going to pause it periodically. It's a short clip at the beginning of this brother's video here, Holy Bible Defenders. All right. He's playing a clip from the dudes, the Sons of Thunder, and we'll just get into it. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying mid-play. Let me make sure this is actually... Salakia, let me get it set up. Alright, that should be good. Let me and yo, these dudes are definitely proud. Let's see, save. Alright, let's hit play. Alright, so we're gonna rewind that. Salakia, we're gonna rewind that. Now this dude's logic is very kindergarten, okay? It's very kindergarten, it's very unlearned. Let's hit play. That's Revelation 14:1.
I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads.
Does that mean the Most High took a pen, right, and wrote Yahweh on your head?
So we know. You see how the guy's smiling, the look on his face, because he's like, oh, I got him with this one. I got him with the, obviously that's spiritual. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is, matter of fact, I wasn't planning on getting that, but I'm gonna get this, right? Second Corinthians 3:17, I think this is what it is. 2 Corinthians 3:17 says, now the Lord is that spirit, and where the spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. We know the Most High is spirit, okay? He is spirit. All right. Yeah. John 4, okay, and 24 says, the Most High is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. Okay, now we know that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is a spirit. He does have a physical body, but he is a spirit, okay? If that makes sense. It depicts him sitting on his throne and so on and so forth. I don't want to get too off topic, but he does have a body. Okay, also think about the situation with Moses where the Most High covered his eyes and let him see his back. So he does have a body, okay? And he is depicted as a man for all you bug outs out there, right? But Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is spirit, okay? As we're reading here, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and truth. So we understand that this Thawa, okay, this which I believe the dude actually went and got it. Okay, so we'll grab it, because he's gonna get it. Ezekiel. Matter of fact, let's get it in the blue letter. Okay. All right. For that there we go, 9. Ezekiel 9 and 4. Start on the Strongs. Okay, Ezekiel 9 and 4. Get this word here. Thawa. Alright, and that word Thawa is mark as a sign of exemption from judgment. So we understand that the Most High's mark is going to be a spiritual, it's going to be spiritual, right? All right, so let's go back. So you look at the look on this guy's face. Got him, right? But the Most High is spirit, so we understand that. All right, let's continue.
It does it? It's spiritual? So doesn't that mean that the mark of the beast that you get in your hand and your foot, ain't that spiritual too?
You see how people like to use this elementary 1, 2, ABC, and we have to break it down like that. Like Elder Apostle Tahar okay, Elder Apostle Gabar Salakia said A, B, C. You literally have to go there with these guys, okay? You know, and this is why we don't waste our time with some of these groups approaching them, you know, such as IUIC and dudes like this. We're not gonna welcome to your camp, but they're not gonna hear it, man. They're not gonna hear it. There's no point. All right. You see the look on this guy's face, man. He really thinks that he's got it all figured out, man. He's completely 100% wrong. Okay. How does one thing equate to the other, right? So I want to get this precept, okay, because we understand that Esau is a carnal man. Esau does not operate through spirituality. Now, does he do some things on the spiritual plane? Of course, he worships demons. All right, they have witchcrafts that they do, but Esau's the beast. See, the beast would have to be spiritual. All right, in order for the MOTB to be spiritual. Okay, 1 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 14 says, but the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. Right, see, these things have to be discerned spiritually, and Esau's a natural man. He doesn't receive the things of the Spirit of the Most High. Okay, and Salakia, if this mic is bad, I know it. I heard some buzzing. I don't know how it's gonna sound in the video. Hopefully it's all right. You know, it might buzz, Salakia, but my other mic's not that great right now, and I'm figuring some stuff out with it. I think I need to get a new audio interface, but I don't even think it's that, because ever so often the audio interface will just trip, glitch out or something, and I haven't found any solutions online. But anyway, nevertheless, we're gonna continue, right? So the natural man receiveth not the so I got this mic. Anyway, the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High. What makes you think that Esau is gonna be doing something spiritual? And you're leaving out key things that create not only holes in your logic. We're not talking Swiss cheese holes. We're talking shotgun shell holes in your logic. We're talking about slug holes through the shotgun shell in your logic, bro. Okay. For example, when we go into Revelation, all right, you know, particularly it says you got to buy or sell, you know, without even having to go to it, because we are going to go through it, or at least we're going to go into the word, you know, charagma, all right, because they make a few statements. But come on, man, everything's trending towards this digital system, you know. And how would the devil know? You know, how would the devil know that you sin? What is he gonna? You know, in the past they used pork, right? In the past, during the time of Antiochus Epiphanes, they used pork in order to verify. Okay, and there's stories in the scriptures, the 7 brothers and their mother, all right? And then we also had Eleazar, okay? Eleazar was constrained to eat swine's flesh as a show of his allegiance, and if he didn't do it, he was going to be put to death, all right? So then it was pork. So what is he going to do? Is the pork standard going to come out again? We got to see this trend toward, you know, we got to see this. There's pork in everything, man. You know, it's hidden pork in everything. There was something I was looking at where I was like, I didn't even realize it came from pork. I was like, this is wild, man. Okay, I forget what it was now, but there's pork in everything, bro. So, you know, in these times, and then you got these Christians that eat pork. Come on, man. No, they're not going to constrain us to eat swine's flesh as a show of the mark of the beast. That doesn't make sense, man. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, let's play some of this, man.
I'm asking.
You're not asking, you're implying.
Take a chisel and
See, there's a such thing as when you set up I don't know if it's called a straw man argument, but you basically set up a line of reasoning. You brought out the one scripture to say, oh, see, this mark is spiritual, so it must mean that the other one's spiritual too, right, brother? That's not how it works, man. Esau is a carnal man. He's not spiritual, okay, and he can't do things on the level that the Most High did it. What would be the point, all right? And how would he monitor you to make sure that you keep sinning? And then what about the forgiveness for sins? If it was that easy, all we had to do, you know, we could choose what sin we want. Well, I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna go up there and lie to him, and then I'll get my daily quotient of food. That don't make sense, man.
draw his name in your head. No, it It means his laws is in your mind. Anybody that has the mark of the beast in their forehead and their hand mean the wickedness is in your mind and your right hand. You perform the act.
How can you prove it?
Understand?
There's no scripture that says you can repent from this. In these guys' logic, we all had the mark. Yep, you ain't lying. Even the men of old had the mark, and the mark ain't even out yet. And furthermore, how are you gonna buy? What does the system look like? I have yet to hear these guys. I want to hear one of you camps come out and set up what the system's gonna look like for buying and selling using sin. I need to see it, bro. I need to hear your logic. You'll walk in the back room and do some wickedness, and then you're gonna come out with some food.
How do you know if you have the mark of the beast? Listen to my explanation system. It means that you have wickedness in your mind and you set to do it, and your right hand is the performance of the action.
So according to what Paul said about being in the flesh and not being able to abstain from committing sin, we all got the MOTB. We all got it. Because all of our right hands have touched wickedness. You know? Yahweh Shai said, if you look upon a woman that's married and lust after her in your mind, you committed spiritual fornication, spiritual adultery. So that means at that point you got the mark of the beast. So you done. You dead. Right? You dead at that point.
You understand? Right hand, your strength is your right hand. And that's what you do and perform things with, according to scripture. That's Hebrew slang. Brothers don't like that. You know, brothers say it's the chip. Listen, and we never talked about this at camp. Today's a better day than any day. The chip has been here. When I go to the supermarket and I pay for food, it says insert.
You hear the person laughing in the background. This is almost like the Christian church, man. That laugh might as well have been a preach. That laugh might as well have been a speak, brother. Oh, geez, oh. You might as well have been one of them, man. It might as well have been one of them. Okay?
No, brother. No, brother. The word is karagma, which means to cut or make an incision. You lying.
No, you're lying. See, the scriptures say we're going to let the Most High be true and every man a liar. We're going to get it.
You lying. Because when you go to the Strongs, it don't mean that.
Okay, let's go see. Right? So we're going to go to the word here. All right? And we're going to do some digging, right? So this is the word here. Charigma. I'm going to hit play.
Strong's G 5480. Charigma. Charigma.
Charigma, right? So let's read. A stamp and imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead on the right hand is the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. Wait a minute. So even then, it's still telling you that it's something that gets stamped on you. It's a badge. Okay? Which there are many Antichrists, right? The mark branded upon horses. Now, a brand, last time I heard, last time I knew, all right, a brand is burned into you. It can be burned into you or frozen into you, which alters your skin, you know, permanently, right? And last but not least, a thing carved, a sculpture or a graven work. See, when you grave something, you're cutting into something. And I have examples of things being engraved. See, this is being graved or cut into the surface. And look at this. It's being cut into the surface of the wood here. It's being cut into the surface of this metal. Likewise, being cut into this leather, it looks like. Okay, so it means something is being cut into something. Okay, or burned into something in some cases, right? But let's continue. Let's get deeper into this. So now as we go a little bit down, it says a scratch or etching or a stamp. And it says an example, a stamp or sculpted figure, a graven mark. Now when you grave something, it gets carved or graved or cut into something, right? But then if we click on from the same as G5482, and no matter how many times we show it, see, people start watching the video, but then the searing that's on their mind won't allow them to go any further, right? Let's get into the next part. This is one of the roots of this word. Okay, it says karax.
Strong's G 5482. Charax. Charax.
Charax. It says from charaso, to sharpen to a point, akin to. So we'll get into this next. The idea of scratching. A pale or stake, a palisade or rampart, pales between which the earth, stones, trees, timbers are heaped and packed together. Okay. The idea of scratching: a stake, a palisade, a trench. So when you look at a palisade, which I didn't look it up yet, if you look at a palisade, right? Okay, a palisade. Let's go to the images. I'm gonna just put stake. Palisade, stake, right? It's a stick that has been sharpened to a point. Now, what do these do? These get put into the ground, okay? These get put into the ground and they have a sharp point on them. All right. And these are all showing the palisade being pointed upward. Now, if you look right here, okay, this is also, the palisade also has a sharp point that goes into the ground, okay? See, a ground stake. It's sharpened to a point to penetrate into the ground, typically, okay? Which they show some of them that were flat on the bottom, but typically they're pointed and they go into the ground, right? So they're used to stab the earth, okay? And like I said, some of them are not that way, but they're pointed sticks, right? So now we're getting a little bit. Now the Most High works spiritually, okay, with a lot of things. All right, we understand that as a basics of being Hebrew Israelites, you understand that when it says you'll be taken into Egypt again, it doesn't mean literal Egypt, right? But that it means what? Bondage or slavery, okay? But there are some things that are literal, okay? Esau, he wants to be like the Most High, all right? And so he has to do things on a carnal aspect. He doesn't have the power of the Lord, okay? When it talks about the beast performing miracles in the sight of men, causing fire to come down, what does that mean? That says nuclear missiles, or that's not the nuclear, but that's when the missiles came down upon what is it? Hiroshima, Nagasaki. That was a physical, okay, bomb that brought fire down. Now let's get into this root word, G1125, right? Go up here.
Strong's G 1125. Grapho.
Grapho, right? To write. There's a bunch of them that talk about writing. Now, one of the first ways of writing was what? To grave things into a tablet. And that's where you see right here. Grapho, a primary verb, to grave, especially to write, figuratively to describe. So it goes back into a graving, right? And we looked at what it means to engrave, right? It means that you are using some type of stick or something to engrave or cut out portions of something else in order to write down a name or something of that nature. See, we see a bunch of examples of it here. So, okay, we should be able to understand what's kind of going on here. Okay, right? So let's go finish this.
Charagma means to make an imprint like a brand. And ain't nobody gonna get the Most High's brand. Give me Ezekiel 9:4.
So of course, right? No one, but the Most High never said he would do it physically. Okay, that wouldn't make any sense. Okay, if the Most High physically come and put, how are we going to be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove, and we walk around with Hebrew characters, written across our foreheads? It doesn't make sense. Okay, doesn't make sense.
I'm gonna explain my position first, because I can, because ain't nobody here to rebuttal. So I'm gonna explain my position. Ezekiel 9:4. This is the book of Ezekiel.
Got the women at the camp, all in the camera.
The Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Gotta read that again.
All right, so we're being sealed with the name of the Lord.
Most High gonna brand me.
That doesn't make sense, bro.
My head. Revelation Revelation 13.
He's gonna mark you as his if you're his.
Certain brothers don't agree. Certain brothers say, nah, brother, the charagma, brother. And I get it.
You don't get it.
I get it. But stop lying. Charagma does not mean to make an incision to cut. That's but stop.
Well, I just showed you. Okay, it means to grave, and you have to, you do cut when you're graving something. Some material gets removed or cut away in order to leave an inscription, a name, an initial, whatever it is.
Stop lying. Charagma does not mean to make an incision to cut. That's everybody will agree that that's spiritual. Yes.
You see, and he's continuing to reinforce this idea in people's minds. Okay, but I'm reminded of the scripture that talks about untempered mortar. Okay. Right. I wasn't intending for this lesson to be long, but it is what it is, right? Ezekiel 13. All right. And 7. Woo, shit. And 4. O Israel, thy prophets are like the foxes in the desert. Ye have not gone up into the gaps, neither made up the hedge for the house of Israel to stand in the battle in the day of Yahweh. See, right when you play these little games, you dance around and you say that the MOTB is spiritual, you're not preparing people for the day of the battle. Okay, we're not preparing people for the right mindset. See, when they get sideswiped, okay, because what's about to happen here, and let's see, USD coin. Let's just type in USD coin. All right, and let's go on the past 24 hours. Okay, March 29th. Okay, USDC outflows surpassed 10 billion as Tether stablecoin dominance. Okay. USD coin low volatility but rising Wednesday. Wow, look at that. 144,000. That's crazy that's up there, even though this is not referring to it's not referring to a gold dollar coins worth thousands. That's crazy, a Lord willing. But when they speak about the 144,000, all right, it's showing you that which that's spiritual, man. It shows you that they're gonna have the Most High's name written in their forehead. So of course that's spiritual, right? Let's see, circle to start USDC. So anyway, they're coming out with a USD coin. New stable coins added to Noble Network. Circle to start USDC issuance. Okay. Exact dates for the launch have not been revealed to the audience. And some people speculate it's going to happen around April 1st. Okay. And there are also talks of the American dollar being dropped. Okay, what about this? Let's go into Fed Now. Fed Now. Okay. Federal Reserve Board Fed Now service. Now I want the recent stuff. I want the past 24 hour stuff. 10 hours ago. All right, 5 hours ago. Fed's power discussed FDIC limits. What the hell? So blah blah blah. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna go. We're going digital here soon, man. And what it's gonna do is it's gonna limit. Okay, shoot, it's gonna basically remove secret transactions that happen. See, right now you have somewhat of a freedom using cash. Okay, to let's see here. And now, yeah, that's what I want. Credit card payment solutions. Fed Now instant payment system. How will the Fed Now work? Okay, so they've been talking about this for a couple of years. I'm not finding exactly what I want. Fed Now payment system. Okay. Fed Now service is a new instant payment infrastructure developed by the Federal Reserve that allows financial institutions of every size to provide safe, Salaki, I hit the mic, Salaki, and efficient instant payment services. FedNow will be deployed. Look at that. It'll be deployed in phases with the initial launch taking place July 2023. All right. Video below follows a payment over the FedNow service from start to finish, highlighting what financial institutions need to know about their role in the process. I'm not going to play it. Okay. Account to account and bill pay. So basically, you're seeing that they're moving away. Okay. They're moving away from a physical cash and they're moving to a digital system. And the American dollar is about to crash. We've seen this happen in a lot of different places. All right. And this is coming. So what's going to happen, okay, when the federal dollar, when the paper dollar is no longer accepted, because you got places that are already cashless, all right? Yeah, right now you got a card you can use and it says insert the chip. But that's even more proof. It's even more proof that when it talks about in Revelation that you won't be able to buy or sell unless you got the MOTB, well, how are you going to prove that you sinning? I can't, say it enough. It is what it is. These lessons get repetitive sometimes. Okay, because there's a lot of things you can cover going into these lessons, man. But I can't stress it enough, man. You see, you can't prove that you're sinning to walk away with your daily rations of fruits and vegetables and whatnot.
Everybody will agree that that's spiritual. Yes?
See how he's trying to make them, you know what I mean? And I got a precept here. Okay. And let's see. Yeah, let's continue on. This is Ezekiel 13 and 6. They have seen the vanity and lying divination, saying, Yahweh saith, and Yahweh have not sent them. They have made others to hope that they will confirm the word. You see how he's making others to believe in his word. All right, but it's verse 7. Have ye not seen a vain vision, and have ye not spoken a lying divination? Whereas ye say, the Lord saith it, albeit I have not spoken. Therefore thus saith the Lord power, because ye have spoken vanity and seen lies. Therefore behold, I am against you, saith the Most High Power. And mine hand shall be upon the prophets that see vanity, and that divine lies. They shall not be in the assembly of my people, neither shall they be written in the writings of the house of Israel. Neither shall they enter into the land of Israel. Ye shall know that I am the Lord power. Even because they have seduced my people, saying peace, and there was no peace. And one built up a wall, and lo, others daubed it with untempered mortar. See, this is the thing about it. All right. What you're saying is that they should be at peace in regards to the chip being the MOTB. You're saying, oh, don't worry about it. Be at peace. It ain't that. It's sin. Don't worry about it. So when the chip come and motherfuckers take it, they're gonna look at you like, wait a minute, nigga, you told me. Wait, you and your friends, you and the people that was backing you up said that it wasn't this. But wait a minute, it's turned out that it is this. So what are we supposed to do? Okay? It's that untempered mortar. All right, you built up a wall of security. You put people at ease concerning the MOTB. And what that does is this. By you saying that the MOTB is not the RFID technology, you're making people feel like, oh, okay, so the thing that we're supposed to look for to be the mark of the beast, to let us buy and sell, well, that hasn't happened yet. Maybe it'll happen in another few years. Because no, they already told us it wasn't the chip, so no, it ain't that. We ain't got no one to worry about. You see? Verse 11 says, say unto them which daub it with untempered mortar, that it shall fall. There shall be an overflowing shower, and ye, O great hailstones, shall fall, and a stormy wind shall rend it. And lo, when the wall is fallen, shall it not be said unto you, where is the daubing wherewith ye have daubed it? Wait a minute, you built this wall of lies, and it fell. What happened, man? You made it seem so confident. All right, you know, you see. Let's go back to the original, right? See that smile go across his face? I got him. I got him with it. No, bro. You're going off, man. You're going off. You wrong. Okay, and I don't know if you getting paid if you're getting paid to teach this or whatever the case is. But look, man, that's wicked, man. If you're receiving a bag from Esau, Edom, man, to teach our people lies, man, the Lord's gonna fucking kill you, dog. The Lord's gonna kill you, man. Better fucking repent, man. Tell Esau to go put that money, shove that money where the sun don't shine. But the Lord's gonna fucking kill a lot of people, man. You don't want to be on his bad side. So let's get this, man. Let's get this last one. And I was gonna read this. I ain't gonna go into it. Just read the title. The Demise of the Dollar. This came out last year, June. No, not last year. This came out in 2021, 2 years ago, in the month of June. And even then, Russia was announcing that he's gonna eliminate the dollar. Okay. All right. He's gonna eliminate the dollar, and them in China are speaking about petro rubles, petro yuan. Okay. And all those different things, right? So let's read this, all right? The Lord will end it. Psalms 10 and 1 says, "Why standest thou afar off, O Yahweh? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desires, and blesseth the covetous, whom Yahweh abhorreth. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance," this is the point, "will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts." So why would you say that this man's thinking of a spiritual way? He's sitting here thinking of a way to, come on, man, this don't make sense. This guy is carnal, okay? He ain't thinking about the Lord. Only way he's thinking about is that he is God, okay? And how much he want to be against the Bible, okay? Verse 5 says, "His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them." Okay, this devil, he has to find carnal ways to be like the Most High. Okay? And he can't, it's almost like you're saying he has the power of the Most High to create something spiritual. Okay, and to confirm that in your spirit, you're fully sold out to do wickedness. Come on, man. That would take too much time. This devil ain't got that power. He already trying to kill several billion people, right? So that he can monitor them. He's trying to create these cities, 15-minute cities, where everybody's all bunched together so he can keep tabs on motherfuckers. So how's he gonna also, while he's trying to keep tabs on these people and force everybody, herd everybody together like a bunch of cattle, how's he also gonna keep an eye on your spirituality? It just doesn't make sense, bro. It doesn't make sense. So, man, Lord, when you were edified, I'm gonna end it there. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh, Shai, Bashem, Rakah, Hakodash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. With that, I want to say Shalom, Baba, Shalom.